Y'all, almost all of us have grown up on 7-layer casseroles. It's a vintage recipe that's been around just absolutely forever. But I've made mine a little different because y'all know how much I like Tex-Mex. Okay, y'all, for this Tex-Mex version of the 7-layer casserole, you're going to need cooked chicken. And you know what? I cooked this up, but if you can get the cooked chicken in the deli, either the whole chicken or like sometimes you can go into the store and they've got it in a little thing already cooked and shredded. Get that, save yourself some time. But this is 1.5 pounds of cooked chicken with taco seasoning sprinkled on it. So if you get cooked chicken from the deli, make sure that you sprinkle taco seasoning on it, okay? You're gonna need creamed corn, fire roasted corn. Oh, that had a sharp place on it. Taco seasoning, I already said. Ranch style beans, and if you can't find these, I have a copycat recipe on the blog. I'll link to it below. I got fire roasted rotel, but any of the rotel that you like, tomatoes and green chilies, get those. Cheese, crushed tortilla chips, lime, cream cheese. Can you see it? Yeah, cream cheese, chopped cilantro, and I want to tell you something. These little things of chopped herbs, do not buy them. They were out of cilantro when I went to pick it up, and I saw these and I thought, oh, it's all pre-chopped. It's a little expensive, but it'll be worth it when I do the video, right? No, they're awful. It's awful. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on just for color, but nasty. Do not buy these little things of pre-chopped herbs. Lime, because I'm gonna want a little bit of lime on mine. And peppers and onions, frozen. You know, this is my favorite thing in the world to perk up a recipe. And so I like to keep these on hand. Okay, that is all you need. This is a whole lot more ingredients than I normally use in these, but the ingredients are all already made, so it takes no time at all. Now all you have to do is layer them. I'm gonna spray the casserole dish with some cooking spray. And the first thing I'm gonna put in there is the creamed corn. And I'm just gonna spread that around. That's our layer number 1, right there. Actually, to be honest, I think we have more than 7 layers. We might have 8 or 9. Can you see that? Okay. On top of the creamed corn, we're gonna put the chicken. Now, this is more than 1.5 pounds. One of the things that you're gonna find out in this recipe is take the basic ingredients and then do whatever you want. If you have chicken that needs to be used up, which I did, use that. Use as much as you want. And try to get it on there pretty evenly so when everybody gets a scoop, everybody gets a bite. The next thing to go on is the ranch style beans. And I did drain them a little bit. Normally I don't, but with the creamed corn, the extra liquid from the ranch style beans would, I think, make it too saucy. So we're gonna put on the ranch style beans. Now we're gonna put on rotel, and we're not gonna drain it. And I'm putting on 2 cans. You can put on just 1 can if you want, that's fine. So how many layers are we now? 4? Now we're gonna put on the fire roasted corn, and it is drained. And you can use 1 or 2 cans. I'm gonna use 2. You can get fire roasted corn frozen too. And if you use it frozen, don't worry about thawing it at all. It doesn't need to be thawed. Now we're gonna put on the peppers and onions, and we're gonna sprinkle on just little chunks of cream cheese. That's gonna make little pockets of joy right in our casserole. Delicious. You don't have to use a cream cheese if you don't want to, but it has a really rich, creamy flavor, and it goes really well with this. This is it's 4 ounces, not 1/4 of anything. And I'm using 4 ounces of cream cheese in this. Now we're gonna take half the cheese and we're gonna sprinkle it on top. And honestly, I lost track of how many layers we've got. So there's that. I'm gonna put this in the oven for about 25 minutes. And then I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna put the tortilla chip crumble on top and the rest of the cheese on top. Then I'm gonna put it back in until the center registers 165 degrees on a Insta-read thermometer. And I'll see you back then. Okay, y'all, I have just pulled this out of the oven. It is hot and bubbling. And I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes before I spoon it up. And this is probably going in a bowl because it is messy. Also, I'm gonna throw this out. It would look, chopped cilantro will look beautiful on top of this, but this is too awful for me to put on there. So I'm just gonna hit it with some sliced lime and we're gonna call it a day. Not gonna use this. Don't recommend these little cups. I got this at Walmart. It's Gourmet Garden, and I've used their stuff before, and it's always been great, but this, no, do not waste your money on it. Anyway, I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Okay, y'all, my house is getting wild, and I am not gonna be able to hold off the stampede through the kitchen much longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and dish this up, but y'all have to see how really gorgeous this is. Like I said, I doubled everything. You're not going to want to double it, I don't think, unless you are feeding a crowd of people. But the recipe itself, if you make it the regular way, the way I'm going to write it below this video, will feed 6 people very generously. This is more like 10 very generously. So it's big, it's heavy, and it is cheesy and yummy. Okay, I'm gonna put this in a bowl because, like I said, I didn't let it sit very long because we need to get going in here. Everybody's hungry, so it's still a little soupy, but it looks and it smells delicious. All of the layers of chicken and sauce and peppers and onions and corn and beans, tomatoes, cheese, tortilla chips, cream cheese, it's all in here, and it is so good. Look at that, delicious. Just add a salad and you're all set. This is the easiest dinner ever, especially if you start with a rotisserie chicken, okay? Give it a try. Don't double it unless you want a ton, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Love y'all. Bye-bye.